We're doing a Titanic chain, more or less. And after we finish the project, we're gonna go deep sea diving. And y'all ain't invited.
Gonna be a big diamond shortage.
Diamond shortage.
Diamond prices beautiful. Going up. The block is gonna be jumping.
Extremely hard to get.
We got the last batch. There's a shortage.
Just because of the pandemic.
It's gonna be really crazy. Oh, you got any blue diamonds? There always is, but this year is gonna be special.
A lot of people don't believe there's a diamond shortage, but there's a shortage of everything. You extend your hand, the other person extends their hand, they meet halfway. Not in the diamond district. In the diamond district, they hold their hand out here and they make you stretch out like this.
Like, can anybody say water? This is crazy.
There's a Trax price. No. The Trax price will be better.
Just because it's a big rock doesn't mean it's worth a lot of money.
This is about $1 million worth of rough stone. Everything is going up. Chiquita is the only one not going up. Beats me up. She stays the same height.
Might have been in the Bahamas, did a little research.
Driver's sick, this person's sick, the pilot's sick, here, there. It's a big problem. It slows things down.
I'm a rapper, I'm expensive, probably a few other things.
That's what the jewelry business is all about, sourcing materials, production. So many tire kickers and lowlives in this business and in this world. I want to be entertained because you know what? We have a real business over here. We're real people, a diverse group of people. I stand out. This is not the reality that's scripted reality. This is indeed reality. Yo, what's up, John? What's going on, baby? What you doing? Just, we gotta throw this in the CVD.
Yeah, you want it?
Yeah, give it to me, yeah.
Let's ruin this man's life.
Yeah. Alright, this is something, John made this piece from some other jeweler. We just want to throw it in the CVD machine, see what happens. Let me give it to Danny and we come around and check it out. Come on in, let's see what John's got over
here. There's the drawer. See the piece right here. Just give it a little bit of a focus, okay? And then we're gonna click jewelry. So the machine knows that there's metal and prongs behind the diamonds. Sometimes a metal and a prong can come up as a non-diamond,
yeah.
Obviously, right? So we're gonna test it now.
But yeah, so here we working on a custom project right now. It's a 16-inch bracelet. Our customer sent us Tanzanite stone. It's 23.65 carats. Ayana.
He needs a stone, the big blue one, 23 carats.
Like an earring?
Yeah. How I know that?
Yeah. So it's in a box. It should be in the safe.
What's your phone number? 1,000 together.
Let's show you the stone. Yes. So here we have the stone. It's a beautiful blue piece. And what we're gonna do in this piece, we're gonna put this is gonna be the center stone for this pendant. He was specific about everything too. He wanted to make sure that we make sure all the links, how one's long and one's short, is asymmetrical. It's gonna be 16 inches also. We have a little micro pave set 2-row. It's gonna be throughout every link, around each link, and also around the center for the pendant. We're using VS2 diamonds. It's gonna be white gold. It's a very special piece. It's for his wife's birthday.
All right, check your email. You have something.
Here's this piece. 23.65 carats. Texas. This guy's sitting in Texas. He has a bunch of gemstones that he bought, and he just thought of this idea. Let me put it in a chain, and I was like, we can definitely get it done. So
we're doing a Titanic chain, more or less. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just take a quick pic.
Right? And after we finish the project, we're gonna go deep sea diving. Just me and the seer. Spear fishing. And y'all ain't invited. A lot of people don't believe there's a diamond shortage, but there's a shortage of everything. You gotta understand, You have to polish a diamond, you have to cut the diamond, right? You have to sort it for quality, for size, you have to get it out of there, export it, import it. Driver's sick, this person's sick, the pilot's sick, here, there. It's a big problem. It slows things down, and at the same time, you got trillions of more dollars floating through this economy, and people are buying more and more. This is like waiting for a paternity test on Maury. Oh, we're good.
First glance looks great. Okay, so we're gonna save our test.
Oh, good for this guy, the jeweler, because it looked like those stones look clean, but I didn't know what was going on. Well,
There's no CVD. If there was HPHT, we'd see it on the T4 phosphorance. So everything checks out good. And just for
how come those sapphires don't come out? I guess they're sapphires, right? It's not
exactly. So here in the history, you can really zoom in and see every single individual stone. So the sapphires, they are, since they're not coming up bluish, that means it's not a diamond.
All right. Oh, okay.
It wouldn't. Only a CVD would come up red.
All right, but there's some of these that are not coming up bluish because there's no fluorescence in them. You know what I'm saying? But I guess the CVD is what's coming up red because these are blue stones or sapphires all around. Yeah. Well, listen, my boys checks out. That's good to hear.
Yes.
All right, we're 100% on that. That's great. Things get shorted. You could go to a steakhouse and then they might not have a ribeye anymore. It's okay because I grew up in the Soviet Union. You couldn't get hot water. So, you know what I'm saying? But now when you have the economic pressures, it's a little hint. It's like a cold breeze. You know, oh, there's a little diamond shortage. So what? I'll wait a week, or I'll order the smaller size, or I'll order the whatever it is and compensate for that.
Daniel told me you got good prices on the emerald cut.
Yeah, I can work good prices, but my strength is round. Yeah. But I do right now. Emeralds is hot. Everybody needs emeralds, so I'm getting it at good prices.
Okay, and it's the sizes are straight 2x4, 3x2. Not like because some other people like I ordered 3x2.
Yeah.
And they give me 3.1x2. So when they do it on the CAD.
Yeah. Can you use this?
What are the price?
This around.
Wow. You guys can a lot, you know that, right? What's the clarity
right now?
Considering it?
This is like I1, I2.
It's more like I2.
Yeah. If you want, it's also
no
like
light.
around 2. I could sell the whole thing.
No.
But I'm more concerned on the emerald cut.
What sizes though do you?
I mean, because we might have order for that. So.
Emeralds, I would do 3x. This bag is not straight, so if you need it, I would take out the straight size for you. So emeralds, I would do service for.
What are the clarity? These.
This is gonna be. This is like SI1.
SI1.
This is SI1, but I would give you. Would be VS, my guarantee.
Okay. Do you specialize on any other cuts, like trillion, heart shape? Yeah, cushion.
Honestly, not really.
No.
And this is what the final rendering would look like, but this is a smaller version. They need it bigger. So, you know, we talked about the goods. Show this to Joey. Show this to Joey, see if he should remake them bigger.
He can do that? Joe, can you do that?
Yeah, Joey, so this is the ring Fabrizio made. They were not happy with this, too small. They're looking for something more, and there's plenty more pieces that assemble onto that. I want something bigger like this. It's kind of similar, but I'm thinking like more rows.
I think we just get this. Make it thicker.
Yeah, taller. Maybe a little thicker around here too. Because at first they were wanting VS1 at $9,000, and you know there's not much room to make a much bigger ring at that price. So Safari actually talked him into getting the SI1 VS2 mix. So we have a lot more room to make the ring bigger. I'll send you over everything I have from Fabrizio too.
Yeah, we're gonna send him.
So it's two different rings. They're almost exactly the same, except just like they have the different car logos on one side, One says shack, one says tone.
Okay, so it's got rose gold. Is
Yeah,
that
rose. Yep, rose gold. We got the rose gold that's gonna assemble onto the sides. The Stunking logo on top with red enamel, and the big 15 pointers around the border. But you know, we just need. There's a little space here that we can make the ring a little bigger, just like that. The baby, he's got that ring. So you know, they saw the wax. They were not happy with it. Like that looks way too small. So you know, make a bigger ring. That's no problem. Take a little time. We'll get it done.
Color's like 8GH.
No, it's more like IJ. This way I see it. You can bet anything. Maybe we can just bet on lunch or something.
Okay.
You know, you name it.
I'd love to have lunch with you. That'd be amazing. This you can use. This is like my round. This is like SI2, SI3.
47th Street SI3 or GIA SI3 or EGI SI3?
This is
EGI.
GIA I1. But
And
47th
EGI.
Street SI3. Yeah.
What price?
This would be for wholesale. And the makes are also nice. I think this one, maybe the makes you didn't like also.
No.
But this one, the makes are like excellent make.
No, it's hitting me. I'm not trying to pick you on you. I'm just telling you based on
we
No
deal,
worries,
we
no
deal with
worries.
a lot of companies. A lot of
I
companies.
know, you guys, it's not a small name, Trax.
Not a small name, that's
Yeah.
right.
But there are also some solid SI2 in there as well. I'm saying average SI3.
Hopefully, but you know, in a productive society, it's not going to go much farther than this. People produce. There's a lot of people out there. They're going to stay up all night polishing diamonds to get that extra dollar to replenish the supply.
You want to record. You mixed the stone very well.
Mixing means?
The quality wise, some of them are good, some of them are bad.
That's what average.
I'm saying is the bigger stone,
Yeah.
you put the low quality. The smaller one, you put the high quality. So you just mix it up very well.
Did you leave yet?
So I mean, I know like how you come up with the
Give me 1 second.
because some of them like, let's say like 20%, I see it around 3 or ish.
Okay.
And some of them, I see it as like 2 or ish, even.
Okay.
So all together, you just mix it out and come up with the idea of a
Forget about the rounds.
Okay.
This maybe later, me might have. What's the terms for this? Like if I get let's say if I need to.
I
order
would
this.
do this also if you want to buy like this. 5, I'll give you VS, and you can also check. If you don't think it's VS, give me back. But I don't do any terms. I'll do COD. And service, and my guarantee VS. If you don't say VS, you can give it back.
Okay.
And it won't be this color also. This is like I have the whole parcel, so I'm like I'll sell it. But I will show you if you order me 100 pieces 3x2, my guarantee in VS, and it will be G color. My guarantee.
Okay. All right. So
What is your name?
Oh, my name is Jen.
Jen.
Nice to meet you.
Jen? Sorry?
Jen.
Jin.
Jin.
Yeah.
Sunday. Nice to meet you. buddy.
Sunday, and you know already. You know me.
Yeah, Ivan, I know
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
How long have you had this piece, bro?
This was originally from Josh.
Has this been photographed?
No, Anna's gonna. I just gave it today to Anna to do a picture.
After it's photographed, I want to rock with this.
Niño de vino in Spanish. Or
A Spanish fest in here we're having.
Santa Barbara.
Spanish saints.
With rubies and diamonds.
All these filters.
But it needs to be assembled.
Set them up around. They used to be around here. I don't know who put them away. And make sure that they're on. Okay. The thing. Well, that's a great explanation for why the.
I need it smaller. So.
It's exactly the same thing.
Exactly the same thing. We make it smaller. Maybe I'm gonna do enamel or something. Whatever.
This was the. No, this
I mean, I might do a silver version too.
we did in April. No. In March. Or did it in March?
Yeah, I told you March.
You need to make it one.
So we're gonna put the new logo. I don't want that. The one with the. And maybe the bail in the back. Can you just do a little design in the back? Don't just make it like flat. Make a little design, like some edges, some like engraving. Yeah. Every bail, when you put a bail, hidden bail, I need something with a flavor, you know, a touch. Like I don't want it plain. No more plain bullshit bail.
It's fine. I mean, whatever works for you. I mean, I know this is our first time.
Yeah, that's
so don't get me wrong.
I know
I understand.
That's the biggest. I know, but
I do understand. But thing is, can you work on the price? You need to. Otherwise, it's not worth for me to just show it to them. I know it's there, but thing is, you have to think about the potential in the future. We're not talking about the one-time deal. If it's one-time deal, I'm gonna just try to cut your throat off, like right now. Yes,
now?
no.
If we do the business now, I can maybe do a deal.
No. If it is one-time deal, I'm gonna do that. But thing is, I'd rather just do the continuous deal in the future, like continue, like ING stuff.
Yeah, me too. That's our
not for
the nature of our business. We need to consider long term.
And plus, we need to check on something. You know, there's too many CVD on the mixing car store inside. I know. I do trust you, but thing is. It's besides, who do I trust? But we need to double check and triple check before we set on our jewelry and sell it to the customer.
Of course.
Make sure that there's no CVD inside.
You're right.
$2,200 for this beast right here, right? $22.50 on the website. If you click the live chat button, of course, you can receive a discount. Here's the tag. Clean stones, plain, simple. This is a rose gold piece. We have it in white and yellow. It's a timeless piece. You can't go wrong. I mean, $2,200 for a tennis bracelet, unheard of. If you were to shop for this bracelet at a retail store, they probably charge about $4,000, maybe $3,500, $3,700, something like that. We're kind of slashing in half. And I'm sure if you hit the live chat button, you can receive an instant discount on this. Lay it away or buy it outright. Ooh, Jesus head. Beautiful design, big stones, very rocky around here. A lot of bling, sparkle. Big stones in the bezel, really cool piece. This is crazy. With the owl on top, yeah, fully standing, solid piece, full back, handmade in New York City, of course. White, yellow, rose. Of course, you have your enamel pieces. These are all glow in the dark, something a little different, a little crazy. Especially if you have a lot of different pieces on, always cool to have something that's glow in the dark, so when you're out in the club, you're standing out a little bit.
You have an order right now for 3x2?
I might have something coming in. That's why Daniel recommended. Yeah.
He's a good guy, Daniel.
Yeah.
What are the price on this?
This wholesale, and it's clean, like.
Can you do a little better?
No, that is a Trax price. That's not even.
No. The Trax price will be better.
No, Trax really is because I guarantee.
If you consider working on the price, like for example, like a I talk to them.
Danny is the manager.
Yeah. Well, we need a turn.
I won't do turns.
You looking for the huge potential in the future.
Yes.
We're not talking about just a one time only.
I know you guys are.
We just keep on reordering it for sure, but you gotta give us some sort of deal. I know that what you're asking is fair price. I see it. The thing is, in order to us to using it, we need to start with our price so that we can just provide a better price to the customer. It means we sell more so that we can just order more from you. True. Which is, you know, win-win situation.
A lot of stuff going on. Just negotiated another great diamond deal for about $100,000. We're stocking up on diamonds. There's a shortage now. In 2 weeks, the block is going to be jumping. It's going to be really crazy, and there's going to be a big diamond shortage. There always is, but this year is going to be special, especially with this new strain coming out. You know, who knows what's going to happen.
Right here.
14 pointers. Right. I got you. Okay.
3.3 millimeter. Between 7 and 14.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good to hear.
So what we have here is our newest shipment of diamonds. 209 carats. And here you have, it says plus 11 to 14. Now what does this mean? Right? This one says plus 6.5 to 11, 360 carats, 243 carats, right? This is the big parcel, 463 carats. 283. This is about $1 million worth of rough stones. Now, it's $1 million for us because we got it all in one shot. If you didn't, at least $2 million if you had to buy these in individual parcels, 50 carats here, 100 carats here. So, the numbers on top of these papers here indicate the millimeter size of the diamonds inside. So, let's open up the biggest one, right? This 460 carat parcel.
A very beautiful, expensive stone, and you see the way it is cut because they found this gem and they wanted to maximize the carat and they got the teardrop out of it.
Today, Joey started working on CAD design. He said it should be done by either Monday afternoon or Tuesday afternoon, but definitely it'll be done next week.
26, 27 carats. I still have to add all the diamonds. So the customer wants like a really unique type of setting. He doesn't want something simple like 2 rows. He wants like a scattered look, so we have a bunch of different size diamonds just everywhere. So this takes a little longer when I put setting because I have to randomly do it. So we're doing that on all the links, and then I'll be doing it on here, and then on here, and then on these 4 pieces as well.
Finish this whole thing.
The deadline is this Friday. So this Friday we're gonna have pretty much everything for the customer, all the stats like estimated carat weight, estimated gram weight, things like that.
I don't understand what's happening in the diamond industry. We got the last batch.
This 460 carat parcel. You can see this bag contains different size of diamonds, different millimeter sizes, right? So how do you sort that? Obviously, you can't sit there and sort by hand, figuring out which one is which. We use what's called a sieve. Okay, now this is a sieve. And these are sieve plates. All these plates, they have a certain number on them. Okay? How do we sort the diamonds? Well, we take out, you can actually sort 2 to 3 sizes at a single time. So let's say on the bottom, we'll choose the smallest holes, okay? Smaller size. Then here we can choose, let's say, a bigger size, right? You have your plate here, you have your plate here. What we do is, and this is just for purposes of this video, these aren't the correct plates, but what we would do is, we would pour the diamonds into this top plate, any diamond, okay? Now, if this plate, let's say, is a 1.3 millimeter plate, that means any 1.3 millimeter stones would stay on the plate.
All right, they icing me out. Let me see. Oh my gosh. I feel like a rapper. I feel like a princess. No, this is definitely, this is it for me, you know? It's definitely giving winter time. It's definitely giving frosty, okay? Gotta come here, ice your girl out. What's up?
Maybe we should ice the wrist out.
Oh my
time.
Baby,
Nice
yes.
day.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. That is literally my favorite piece. Oh my gosh, I love it. So how much does this one go for? You want me to guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Okay, I'm gonna guess like 18.
18?
18? Yeah, because it's a ladies. But then again, listen.
You're right, it's 18.
It's 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at enough of these. Listen, I've seen enough of these, you know? Yes, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at the gleam on that. Like, can anybody say water? This is crazy.
Right, you would just shake it like that. All the stones that you'd need in that size would stay here, and all the stones that are smaller than would wind up here on the bottom, right? And you do this multiple times with different sieve plates in order to achieve, in order to break down your parcel. So if this parcel has 2.7 millimeters, what we do is we make a bag with just 2.7 millimeters. Then we make a bag with just 2.8, then just 2.9, so on and so forth. Why? Because the most basic point, which are castings, right? Each individual casting requires a certain amount of diamonds. So when I hit up Jin and I say, Jin, I need 1,997 stones, 1.3 millimeter. He's not going to go through these parcels and figure them out. He already has them sorted by size, by quality, in order to make our production lightning speed, right? Oh, very important to note, a sieve plate like this costs a couple $1,000s. Yeah, they're very expensive. These actually came from India. And we're no longer using it, unfortunately, for display because these plates, they have a lifeline, right? So they're not used forever. They're very thin and they're fragile. As the diamonds pass through these little holes, right? As they pass through these little holes, slowly, you'd be surprised, but slowly those little holes start to get bigger and bigger. And then the plate size that you need won't work for you. So they get warped also. You see, this thing, it's bent. All right, we got them as a gift from one of our diamond dealers, but they don't work. They don't work. We had to spend about $4,500 to buy a German sieve plate, which we had to wait for I think like 2 months in the height of the pandemic, and that's the plate that really lasts long. You know, German manufacturing, I guess they really know what they're doing with these diamond sieve plates. Plus Antwerp, Belgium, that's where all the big stones come out of, all the real diamonds. But yeah, so that'll be something for another episode.
Just because it's a big rock doesn't mean it's worth a lot of money.
Yo, you got me the blue diamonds, Princess?
Okay, yeah. So I think my guy says, can you, or 2 things, right?
I need 2 of them. You know that, right?
No. Can you use a drill stone? He has a drill stone.
Nah, I don't think I could use a drill stone. But
clean stone, right? And then secondly, he said,
I'm still talking about the Princess blue, not the.
Right. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So yeah, so he has a drilled one, I think he says. And then secondly, if he has something, if you want cleaner, he has something, I think, for like, he said.
Yo, you told me 200.
No, I know. Bro,
Okay.
I was getting at like, and I asked him exactly, but he was just like, oh, like,
at this point, get whatever you got and let me see if I could work with the customer or something.
Okay, alright, bro. Alright, I'll call you back. Let me call my dad.
Alright, bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, it was undersold, and we have to update the price on the site. So I'm having an issue trying to get it for the price that we're supposed to sell it. You know, we sell it for. So I'm searching around the Diamond District, and it's hard for me to get the price that I'm supposed to get it for. but we can't. But I called up like maybe 5 different diamond dealers, and I'm getting a higher price than they're supposed to. But I guess you know, diamond prices is going up, so well, what can I do? Like, I'm trying to get the best price where, you know, is good for us.
We're gonna test the big stone. So the next thing is, in a parcel like this of 200 carats, all right, it's possible that somehow a non-natural diamond wound up in here, right? It's possible. Things happen. You have HPHT, you have CVD, you have different kind of lab-created stones, and it's our job. We do a quality control. We test the quality, meaning the color, the clarity, especially the make. A lot of times, a stone would have a nice color and the clarity, but the makes are no good. Makes meaning that maybe the shape isn't proportionally round, and also the weight. So a good make, a good diamond is proportionally cut. And let's say a 10-pointer would normally weigh X amount of carats, but a bad make, it would weigh more. So the diamond would be heavier because it's not cut properly. Now, with smaller stones like this, it's not really a big deal per stone, but you know, if you're making, let's say, a custom piece and you have 1,100 stones, and each stone's a bad make, you're gonna have a much higher carat weight than you're supposed to be, and the price will be inflated, right? So let's test our diamonds. Now, we just recently got this Sherlock Holmes 3.0. Now this machine sells for like $6,700. They used to have a 2.0, we had the 2.0, they discontinued it, so we got the new one, okay? Now, what this does is, it tests either jewelry or loose stones to make sure that a diamond is a diamond. It can tell you if a diamond is a diamond or it's not, right? It also shows fluorescence and things like that. Now, once the scan comes out, if it has any type of bluish, okay, or all these indigo type of colors, it is a diamond, okay? If it has any type of red, faints, or these are kind of tropical, yellow, green, reddish, any type of indicator like this, that means you have a non-natural stone in there, okay? Now, we're gonna go ahead and just fill this little container here. You can see the quality of these diamonds. It's really above the rest. We're not using the commercial grade diamonds anymore. We're really stepping our game up. Beautiful. And they're white, they're clean. We have a good color, a good clarity. And this 2,000 carats we sorted through that. It was originally 4,000 carats, right? So we got 4,000, slowly went through it, picked out the best of the best, and now that's what we're keeping. Okay, so let's put that in here. We're gonna click back, test. The one thing that I liked about the 2.0 was it was a much vivider image here. The camera was better. So, but again, who cares really what it looks like? So we'll click diamonds and oh, perfect example. Okay, now, here we go. All right, this parcel, very clean. Now what we're gonna do is, we have a test. It's a synthetic stone, right? So what we're gonna do is, right on top of this parcel, we're just gonna put the synthetic stone like this, okay? Just one little stone amongst, there's probably a couple hundred stones in there, right? So, and let's run it back. And you're gonna see how easy it is to spot a synthetic diamond just by looking at that, because the red just pops right out, right? So let's see. And again, that stone is very small. You can see it right there. Clear as day, right? We go to top 7, look at that, okay? Tiny little speck amongst all these stones. What did it do? It picked up that one little stone, you know? Really cool stuff. hope you guys enjoyed what I showed you today. Like, comment, ask some questions. I'd love to answer any questions you guys may have. And if you can't stop by our store at 64 West 47th Street, then just hit the website, TRAXNYC.com, click the live chat button, ask some questions, start a layaway, shop with us.
This was all empty when I walked in here. We took this booth. They just finished construction. I walked down the street and I said, if I don't get this spot right now, I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life because there's no other way to break into a store. I took this, I battled it out over here. We battled it out. Then we took the mezz, we battled it out over there, and then we took this spot and we battled it out over here. And now we've control the exchange and we go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in here, bro. The hat, I think it works. They respect the hat. They behave in themselves. Sparky?
Don't worry, Shmoopy, go back to sleepers. It's closers.
Top of the world.
A lot of people don't know Julio's a veteran employee. He was working back in the day.
When he first started. Right, yeah.
Yes.
And now look in Trax.
It's been a long way. Different squirrels, different generations, sagas, babies. I understand life. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? I understand life. I understand that, what a creature, what it's trying to, I don't go, oh, so cute, and I just understand it's trying to live. I make it comfortable. Well, of course it's gonna go, or it's gonna stay there, If you give Julio $500 a day, he's gonna come here every day.
Right up. Don't feed the person if you don't want them coming back. You feed a cat, it will come back.
That's the moral of the story.
Shmoopity boopity shmoop.